big plays.
Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's got
Are you kidding me?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Scotty. I'm here back again with my boy, Shane and Brian. Now, last time you guys got on me for drinking a Smirnoff. Now, listen, guys, Smirnoff is good, but I decided to, take the edge off a little bit with an athletic brew. Okay?
There you go.
Oh, you guys okay
We're
with
very
this
proud
one?
of you.
You guys okay with
Yeah,
this?
we're proud of you. Yeah, that one's good. That's good. I can't.
I had Scotty's back. No, I don't drink, so like I sat that part of the conversation. No, I'm just gonna drink my water. That's the you and Dick.
Nah. Yeah, athletic
I
brew.
have no idea what y'all
Shouts
talking
out.
about, bro.
I don't have a
Nah,
problem
bro.
with a Smirnoff Ice. Like, come on. It tastes like soda, okay? And it gives you a good feeling after the fact, all right?
A good feeling, nice light feeling, huh? Like
Oh,
that's what you were looking for.
I needed
Don't let
something.
them bully
Okay.
you, Scotty.
I
Drink
needed
what you want,
something
Scotty. Don't let Shane bully you.
Yo, so Kyle comes up to me about that video and was like, when I say Kyle, I'm talking about Kyle Harrison, came up to me and was like, yeah, I was dying about that video. I'm like, yeah.
Hey,
I didn't know
man.
that was
Hey,
such
but-
like a hot button issue with people.
Oh yeah, because you get iced. You ever got an ice, Brian?
Just ice in general.
No, okay, so iced. So because you don't. Yeah, I had to ask because you say you don't drink. So
Yeah.
typically, what happens is like, let's say I bought a Smirnoff Ice. Let's say we're all hanging out, right? And I go, hey, Brian, can you go into the cabinet and grab a cup for me because I'm about to make some, about to pour some juice. And you go into the cabinet, you open it up, and there's an ice there. Okay, that means you got ice. So what you have to do is you got to get on one knee and you got to chug the entirety of the Smirnoff Ice.
Mm-hmm.
So typically people don't just drink ice like Smirnoff Ices just on their own, especially at whatever o'clock at night that Scotty was drinking it. People usually use it as like you're getting like pranked or something like that. So for us to see him be like, yeah, I'm having a nice cool Smirnoff Ice, we're like, huh? What are we talking about, bro?
You good, Scotty? I'm in my mid-30s. If I'm at a wedding, I
man.
will order a Shirley Temple, and I will look at you and say, "I dare you."
There's
to say
nothing wrong
something.
with a
Yeah,
Shirley Temple.
I'm like,
is
I like
good.
it. Sprite and
Oh
grenadine
my
is
God.
good.
Whatever. But speaking of people who got iced, the Philadelphia Water Dogs against the Maryland Whip Snakes.
God.
We're back with the
It's
segue.
so good. It's so good. That's
We're
crazy.
back, dude. We're so back. Maryland Whip Snakes versus Water Dogs. Now, I got to go out to Baltimore this weekend and watch the PLL Junior Championship, and I got to watch these 4 games in Baltimore, the 4 PLL games in Baltimore. This first game was the worst thing I might have ever seen until
Nah.
the game. But the Water Dogs came out to a 8-0 lead at the end of the half. At the end of the half, it was 8-0. Has a PLL team been scoreless in a half? Or
No,
the
dude, it was 0-9.
0-9. They came out to a 9-0
Wow.
lead.
Wow. It's that. We were just talking about how you cannot go scoreless in a PLL game in a quarter, and they went scoreless for 2 in a row. How is it, bro? I didn't get a chance to see the first half of this game. When I looked at my PLL app and I saw that the Water Dogs had scored 0 and they were losing by 9, I refreshed the app. I said, this had to be a mistake. There is no way. Now, granted, when you asked me who I thought was going to win, I said the Whip Snakes because I can't in good conscience get the Water Dogs again. I can't do it. And so, but I didn't think for any amount of time that it would be that bad at a professional lacrosse game. There is no doubt that there are 0 people on that roster that can't get a bucket. Not 1 bucket. Now, great, Krebs was playing, man. Krebs was out of there. He was handling business. But what are we doing, fellas? What are we doing? At this point, it feels intentional. That's crazy.
I mean,
That's
that's what I was
crazy.
thinking too. I was thinking them going down 9-0 in a professional lacrosse game. Is that a telltale sign of their morale right now?
Oof, it's something, bro. I hate to be
It
in that
got
locker room. I'll tell you right now.
What
bro,
you
because like
think,
you
Brian?
watching the game, like it's funny because Shay was like, "I missed the first half, bro. You ain't missed the first half. You ain't like it wasn't nothing though. If you're a Water Dogs
Yeah,
fan, because I'm like, yo, the Water Dogs are drunk, bro. Like
yeah.
it's because like they it was it was like what Mikey and I was talking about it last week. I'm like, you want to pick them because they have players, right? And I'm just like, do something. Like
Yeah.
tighten up, nothing, and it's just like nothing is happening. And this, what Scotty just said, they have nobody that can beat their matchup. Do we think that Joe Walters' tweet was directly geared towards the Water Dogs?
No,
It. You don't think
You
so?
know,
no, because he was also a previous. I don't know the exact time he tweeted it, but he was also a Redwoods player,
yeah,
and the
but
Redwoods
yeah,
going through it right now. We're gonna get to that soon.
yeah. Because
Ah.
so for those that don't know, because Joe Walters said not sure if that this is a hot take or not, but if you're in your prime, so that's like one of the caveats. If you're in your prime or routinely drawing a short stick matchup, you should be scoring at least one or two a game and dishing out a few assists. And it's Joe Walters. I dare somebody to come at him like this is like one
But
of the
that's
goats. Yeah,
by the way,
and I
like
remember you
as
said
a
that. Shane was
coach,
like, "That's what you want," but
that's lacrosse. That's
we
what
got
you
two
should do. That's what
teams.
you
We
That's
got two
ball.
teams that's not doing it.
you could you. There's nothing you could have said to Joe Walters, and because then you just prove you don't know ball. What are you doing trying to argue with him? That he was right on the money. That is lacrosse at any level. That's what you do. You tack the short stick, you draw the double, you move the ball. You look for a shot, look for an assist. You should be able to do that. That comes back to, however, if you got the short stick, who are the people? What position is dodging against short sticks? Midfielders. If you don't have
Mm-hmm.
midfielders who can't go and attack the ball and really start the party, what are we doing? What are we doing? And on top of that, what was really funny about that? I quote tweeted that with the eye emojis, and Twitter came at me and said, "Hey, we flagged this for sensitive content."
No, they didn't.
So on my live, they said we flagged this for sensitive content. And I was like,
Oh my
man, if I got reported for that, that would be hilarious. Somebody got
They
real
know.
mad and were like, "I'm tired of this, man."
Yeah, it's crazy because like shout out to the Terp Snakes because they play well. Because just for whatever reason, that was like the first game I watched with TJ Malone, and I'm like, I like him with the keys to this offense.
He's
Nah,
He's
he's
just like,
balling.
and obviously he's played well, like rookie of the year front runner, but he just played really well. And I'm just like watching him because we had 34 touches, so we led the team in touches. But I'm just watching, I'm like, I like this him at his tag because now Zeddy doesn't have to worry about as much as just, him getting all of the eyes on him. Tucker
Yeah.
Dornovic being back, we can talk about
Not
him
like it
getting a bit
matters.
bigger.
Question now. Is TJ Malone the best player on the Whip Snakes?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
You
mean,
know,
well,
you
do
know,
we want to say because there's two ways you can look at it? Because you're saying the best player because Tucker's hurt, so I'm not counting him now. So it's between him and Zeddy.
yeah, it's between him and Zed, but like now I'm saying the best player. I'm not saying the best leader. I'm saying the best player.
Okay,
And I think
I still say no.
okay. All right.
I
All
still
right.
say
Well, I
no.
mean, I'm just
Yeah, I
like
would say,
Williams is still in
I would say,
I think both of them
Zed's still
are
there.
having a hell of a season. Like I
for
looked
sure.
at Zed's stats and I looked at TJ's stats. Like TJ is, I think, leading his team in points right now. He has 31, and I think Zed has 29.
Zed, though, for like some strange reason, wasn't really like locked in the beginning of the season, and now
wasn't.
he's just this. He's just decided this. Like, all right, I'm tired of people talking. I'm tired of the trash. I'm about to. It's just last game, not the last game. A week ago, when we saw him just game that, I was like, oh, okay. That's what I expected. That's the person I know to come out here and just handle. That's what I thought I would see from him all season. But now he's like activated. He's got the red eyes right
He is
now.
activated. I was watching the last game, him against the Cannons. I was like, oh my God, yeah, Zed's back. He's in full form.
He's back.
But
Yeah, he's
with that,
locked in.
with that being said, right, I think it's scary right now. The Whip Snakes are getting this good, right?
Yeah.
And I think I underestimated the Whip Snakes the whole year. I haven't been on their train, especially with being a Redwoods fan. I hate ever complimenting the Whip Snakes, but they
Yeah.
look scary in this game. And was it a story of the Whip Snakes being that good, or is it a story of the Water Dogs being that bad?
The Water Dogs being that bad. Bro, Colin Heacock had a hat trick. Come on, fam. It sounds like I'm being a jerk, but I'm not saying it to be a jerk when Colin Heacock has 4 points the entire season and then he has a hat trick. And
You got a point. You got a point.
Like if I'm a Water Dogs fan, like I'll punch in the air, like I'll go outside, like I gotta touch grass, I gotta do something because I'm just like this. That's not who you're expecting to beat you. Do it 4 points for the season because TJ Malone, okay, cool, 4 assists, you expect it. Zed, I don't think it was someone Zed playing bad this season, but it's just like he's just like, okay, I gotta do something. Where I think everybody else kind of do stuff around him, but then he's just like, no, I'm gonna give me the ball. I got this, right? Like all of that and all the other players that play well for the Whips is like kind of you got kind of the points people you expect. So again, TJ Malone 4 points, Zed 3, Rambo had 2 goals. You're like, all right, cool, people, names you expect. But then it's like Colin Heacock had a hat trick against me. It's the Water Dogs being that bad.
Yeah. I mean, the Water Dogs did not look good at all. What were you about to say, Shane?
Well, Colin Heacock also shot 60% hat trick on 14 touches, which is
Good.
one of the lowest on that team currently, besides an LSM, a short stick D mid, and a defender.
He was coming out the box, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, if there's anything I expect Colin Heacock to do is just step in and get a rip because that man can shoot. So I think it's a symptom of Water Dogs not having a good, like a really solid, trustworthy goalie situation right now. They had DeLuca in, tough situation for him to go into this and to get 9 scored on him in a half. That's brutal. That is brutal. But I mean, I don't really know what the answer is. I mean, you go from PLL champion to this.
Yep. You clinched not being in the playoffs.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The drop off. It's a huge drop off.
Big time.
But at least the Water Dogs had one pretty moment in that game when they went on a 6-0 run. And you're like, oh, wait, they might actually come back. Okay. They had that one pretty moment. But in the next game, the Redwoods did not have a pretty moment at all. Okay. The Redwoods got blown out by the Outlaws 18-5. No pretty moments in this game. I couldn't even watch this game. And we were saved by the Thunder. Were we actually saved? I don't even know.
You were.
Yeah, we were saved. We were saved. We were about to see a team put on the most goals they've ever seen in a professional lacrosse game. The greatest deficit of all time we were about to see, because I could see it in the Outlaws' body language. They were like, yeah, we're going to run it up. We're going to run it up. We're going to get as many goals as we could possibly can. And I rock with that too, personally. At a professional level, for sure, you got to let somebody know if you don't come correct. There is no reason for us to stop. And in fact, we're not going to allow our players to start padding turnover stats just because you guys can't make a stop, just because you guys can't do any. Like, no. And I would also like to say, I would also like to say that Coach Shane knows ball. He knows ball. When we look at the stats, there is one statistic that stands out to me, and that's Jack Kelly went 12.5. Let me say this again. 12.5% on saves. He had, and I quote, 8 goals scored on him, and he made 1 save. 1.
You know,
One.
I've been trying to be a solid fan this entire year with him, and there were some shots though where I was like, where are you? There was one shot that like bounced way in front of him, and he was like on the ground.
Man, when I saw, well, I was in shock. I was in shock, but also not in shock. That's exactly what I expected. That's exactly what I expected. You know, the last time Kelly had a really good, his best save percentage, the last time was years ago when he was on the Outlaws. That was the last time. He's been hovering around the 40s for a while. This year he's at 42%. And that has gone down dramatically as a result of this game. It's obvious. To me, it's obvious. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm telling you, man, I get the elevate goalie, bro.
Oh my God. That's so crazy when you say that, bro. That is so crazy. Brian, what did you think about this game? Were you watching this one?
Yeah, I was watching the game. One, I was annoyed because I'm like, why do we keep putting these? I mean, I get why they're playing Baltimore, but I'm just like, well, the worst weather city for lacrosse games ever. That just always a weather delay. I was just mad, one, for fantasy reasons. So anybody that was talking that yak to me, talking about, oh, I beat grinding fantasy, bruh. Brendan O'Neill couldn't play a fourth quarter. Cole Kurtz couldn't play a fourth quarter. I had Jake Vecino couldn't play a fourth quarter, but that's besides the point. But not Outlaws look good because it's crazy because you watch the game. You guys talk about the Redwoods, so I won't really go much into them. It's like which Denver team is going to show up, and the good Denver team, where their players, their young players just stepping up, showed up. And again, for the weather, you're pissed because, like what Shane said, I'm not rolling the ball in a corner. Sam Hanley had that game where we're just like, this is the Sam Hanley we've been waiting for.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
Hat trick, right? Hat trick on 5 shots, 15 touches. That's the Sam. Dodge downhill. This is the Sam Hanley we've been waiting for. And the weather had to mess it up. Like Brendan O'Neill had his 4 points. He only shot 60%, but again, he's engaged. He's doing what he got to do.
I love that stat for Brendan O'Neill. I love that stat. Take as many as you want. Yeah. Take as many as you want. I don't care. You don't need it. It doesn't matter about your save percentage because one of two things are going to happen. Either you're going to score or you're going to miss. He's not saving that.
Yeah.
You're scoring or you're missing. And I'm okay with that. Let that man go. He's off the leash.
Absolutely, because he's starting to have like that Lyle Thompson effect where it's like when you watch him with the ball, how much it shifts the entire defense, and it's just like, all right, cool. Even if Brendan doesn't get a shot off, somebody's gonna be wide open because they're off because the defense is just like, all right, Brendan's got the ball, I got to slide. And I'm just like, I love watching that.
Isn't that funny? It's almost they treat him as if the shots that come out of his stick count for more.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Well, it's like you don't want a guy like Brennan to get a little bit of momentum. And
he's always got momentum. That man walks with momentum.
I'm saying mental momentum, bro. Like, he scores that one, he's gonna let loose now.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
There's 2 players like that. That Brennan's one player on that team that's like that, and Sam Hanley's another one. And when they both get going, that's a scary Outlaw.
He looks so good, man. I was so bad with that weather delay. Like, this is the best Sam Hanley look. Like, he just looked comfortable.
2 big boys. I mean, who's stopping Sam Hanley? Who's stopping Brendan O'Neill when they get their feet going?
Pick your poison, man.
And they're scary when their defense is playing like that too. Because remember, a lot of the Outlaws fans were nervous when Jared Burhart got hurt. Then Greg Will, I think they said hadn't played in 2 years, hadn't played a professional game, came in, played solid. JT's JT. Jake Vecino did his thing, and I'm just like, man, this team is really good when they're clicking on all cylinders. They're a scary team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the veteran presence is when Eric Law is changing the whole dynamic of this team.
You need that vet.
Hopefully, I'm not giving Eric Law too much credit, but I mean, I don't think it's coincidence that the team all of a sudden is playing like this when he's jumped on.
It's not.
You need that vet, man.
And it's a telltale. I mean, you just see it's night and day how they've been playing right now. And
Yeah.
like the whole
Even
time
Mo and McElroy.
the whole time I was rewatching this game, I was like, bro, you guys just watched two blowouts this Saturday. You just watched two blowouts this Saturday. And I'm like, if I was in the booth, what the hell would I be talking about?
That's
Like
where you
just
should start
how
having random conversations. That's
Yeah.
that's what Quint talking about is gardening, which I love Quint. Quint's my y'all can't never make me hate Quint, but that's what those type of conversations come up. Like, oh, what you have for dinner last night? Because it's
Yeah,
just
no,
boring
dude,
at a certain point.
I met Quint in Philly for the Heritage Cup, and I just saw him walk by. I was eating a pizza at the Heritage Cup, and Paul Carcaterra and Quint Kesnick just walked by me. Paul stopped me. I was just minding my business, eating a pizza. Paul goes, "Hey, is that pizza good?" I look up, I go, "Yeah." I went, "Wow, what's
Like,
up,
man.
bro?" And I'm like, "Whoa, that's crazy." And I went to shook both their hands. Super nice guys. Super nice guys. Quint was nice. Paul was nice. Everybody was like, shook my hand, asking questions about BBI lacrosse, everything. It was awesome. Cool guys.
Yeah, that's when it's good when the announcers know each other because you got to have conversations.
For sure.
Because I think I muted this. I think I ended up muting it, the Outlaws Redwoods game because it's just bad.
No, it was bad to watch, man. It was
not,
not good
not
lacrosse.
because of the announcers. I didn't mute it because of the announcers. It's just when the game gets out of hand, where
was-
like it
Yeah,
allows me to be able to do other stuff on a Saturday afternoon.
Shane just
Yeah.
said it was bad to watch. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad lacrosse.
What team in the PLL would you say has the worst offense besides the California Redwoods?
It's got to be the Water Dogs,
Okay, the Water
and
Dogs.
it shouldn't be. They have Kieran Ricardo. They have Mikey Sowers. They have Zach Harrier. They shouldn't be.
Who else besides the Water Dogs would you say? That they barely score over 10 points in each one of their games.
Oh, the chaos.
The chaos. And this weekend, their offense was firing, bro. 15-14 against the Archers. 15 points. I was like, I remember I was with what's his name? Dan Arestia and Chris Rosie. And this was like we were saying how ridiculous this is that they're scoring this much in a half when they could only put up 8 or 10 and a whole
in a game.
The Chaos looked pretty decent in this game. And you know why? You know why?
Why?
There's a Rutgers. There's a Rutgers coming
Hey,
into this.
so nice. You know, the Rutgers looks good. 2 Rutgers guys with 3 points in this game. I'm just saying, Rutgers guys just know how to get it done. I also think Shane Knobloch. I think Shane Knobloch's the problem, but Ross Scott looked really, really good in this game.
Ross Scott was locked in.
Yeah. Kyle Jackson was really good too.
Yeah.
Kyle Jackson looked crazy. His first take, I was like, damn. His second take, I was like, what the hell did he just do when he shot it behind the legs? It's like, what possesses you to do this? And he's a box player and he's a lefty, right? He's a lefty.
Yeah, he's holding his
that
shoulder,
with his
so he
right
got
hand.
all the things. Yep, all the things. He got all at once.
It just don't make sense when you realize why these guys are pros, right? If I was to do that, that would look so stupid. But he's like converting on a take like that. And
but I feel like you wouldn't even do that though, because I feel like most people just like this is not my bag. Oh, all right.
Well, let's not miss the biggest part of the game was Blaze Reardon going coast to coast.
First goal of the game. He said, y'all boys need to slide to me. What y'all talking about? Slide to me. You should know better. Read the scouting report.
It's so crazy that he scored in like the NCAA game and he scores in a PLL game. That big boy can move, bro. That big boy can move, yo. You know, I remember when I first heard he was playing forward in the NLL, I was like, what are they doing? What kind of stunt is this? And then I actually pulled up to an NLL game and he had like a hat trick in the first quarter. And I was like, oh, this ain't no stunt, bro. He's actually like
he's a dog.
And you know, you watch him play goalie, especially when he's out the crease, or like even when he throws, he's like clearing the ball. You're like, that's not a regular goalie pass. That's
No.
that's a ridiculous pass that this guy makes. And, he's just comfortable with cradling the ball, going to the other 50 and just putting it in the back of the net. But if a goalie scores a coast to coast goal, it's essentially game.
It's essentially game.
Yeah.
That's game. Because you got the juice for the rest of the game.
Mhm.
That's all you need to let just like, oh, okay, it's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days. All right. I'm locked in.
Now,
Which is even crazy because he only had a 52% save percentage, which is like not
Which is
it's
crazy.
not
You say
it's not
only.
yeah. Well, compared to his other
Yeah.
games, like that was his lowest of the season so far. And that game stands out to me, but I mean, honestly, anytime the Chaos play another team, that's the only time I'm ever like, I can't count them out of that game because of Blaze Reardon. You cannot count out like the Chaos because he just not only is he just a fantastic goalie, but he's got the clutch gene.
he does.
He's got the clutch gene. He's ready for the big moment. He doesn't care.
And Josh Byrne probably his best offensive game of the season too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was locked in.
You'd like to see Josh Byrne back. I noticed that Jules wasn't dressed for this game though. Do you guys
I
know
did
why?
notice that as well.
Yeah. Is he hurt?
I don't know. I didn't think so. Maybe he was just like one of the reserves for this week.
Maybe.
I don't know, but that's another Rutgers guy who could have made the lead a little bit bigger. But
Yeah, well, different. It shifted just a little. I think maybe that was part of it. Just a little bit. Nothing bad for on Jules' part. Just a new face in different spots. I think kind of kicked him into overdrive a little bit because with Brian Minikis and Ross Scott
yeah, well,
shifted that dynamic. Cause
it's
all them
so-
jitterbugs, man.
when I was watching this game too, it's just looking at Sergio Perkovic and what's his name and Dobson
Oh,
on the
Dobson.
line. I'm like,
I
bro,
gotta see those dudes in person. Them some big dudes, man.
they are units, just absolute units, man. But Sergio didn't produce this week, but Dobson got one.
First game back though. First game back.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's just a pleasure watching those two units, Notre Dame guys, like do what they do on the field. I like Dobson a lot though. I think I like Dobson game a little bit more than I like Sergio's game.
Still gotta get used to Dobson wearing 66. It's like the worst number ever to me.
You know what's funny about those ugly numbers is like if you're a good player and an ugly number, you pull it off somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect. Because what is it? I never can pronounce his name. Staticus from
Yeah.
Staticus. Yeah.
Because I think once he wore like 73, every time I watch him, I'm like, I love it, man. Like dip in. If you're gonna just if I'm doing ugly number, that's the way to do it, man.
For sure.
They
I kind of rock with that.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Schreiber though, I love watching his highlights when he plays this game. Like he just
does stuff. You're like, how?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense the things that he does. The shots that
he's just
and like the passes he makes. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he's passes to Cotter Fields. And Cotter Fields another one of those dudes. You're like, how, bro?
Yeah, Tom Schreiber is a
too
dog.
much.
He can shoot the hell out of the ball. He has
both hands.
Huh?
Both hands.
Both
it
hands.
doesn't matter.
Yes. He's sleeping. He's shooting mad fast. He has an absolute cannon. But speaking of cannons, let's go to the cannons versus the snakes here.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Yo. What a dog.
Cannons lose to the Whip Snakes. Whip Snakes go 2-0 for the weekend. Whip Snakes beat the Cannons 16-14. And Connor Curse for the Cannons has 3 goals, but Zeddy Buckets has 5 goals for the Whip Snakes. This is another
What happened?
like Zed Williams is a damn problem. Like nobody's stopping him. And like, yeah, this is when you, Brian, talk about Garrett Apple. Like it's like cool, he has the most CTOs, but why?
That's why I looked at the screen. I'm like, bro, all of this at first it was, the best team in the league is the Can't. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like the Atlas still hold that title as the best team in the league. I know that But I'm just like, I'm watching the game. So it was TJ Malone cooked him. Zeddy stared him down, scored, and then there's a switch where he got scored on again. And I'm just like watching this, and I'm just like, bro, I watched like, don't skim through the stats to say who's the best defenseman, who's the best defense. Because I'm just like, they get scored on easily because it's like it switches that they usually get lost in because it's a difference between being a team defender, an on-ball defender, and a help defender. And there's times where you can get the Cannons into these positions where their defense individually, if we get our matchups, are fine. But then if you do what the Whip Snakes did and get them a little bit off, then it throws off their entire defense. And I'm just like, okay, just remember this when we have the conversation about about the defensive player of the year, and then people want to talk to me about Paul's turnovers. But I digress. But yeah, the Whip Snakes actually, yeah. First, I feel bad because Tucker got hurt. I don't know what it was. If he like got a concussion, because you were there, Scotty. Yeah, because did he have like a concussion or something? Because that was scary when he was walking. They kind of just like stopped again.
I don't know what happened to him, man. But yeah, that does suck that he got hurt like that.
Because that's what because the Terp Snakes, their offense look good, right? Because when you have more, when they cook it like that, man, Zed is Zed. TJ Malone looked great, even because I swear we called him Poitras this whole college career, and that was what however they do the French Canadian.
Yeah,
Poitras.
Whatever the hell they say, I don't know. He did look good though, and that's another ugly number too.
51.
But Matt Rambo also looked like a stud this weekend.
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
He's one
Playing
of those
home
guys,
matters, man. That matters.
He's one of those guys that, like, I don't know how they do it, but like he had one inside roll where I was like, how the hell did he move that fast?
He's just got it. He's just got it. He's just like that. It's just so funny. I still really think that weird. The better, I think like his replacement's going to be Levi Anderson when he's ready to retire. I think like that's going to be a good little move for him on that left side.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I met Levi this weekend. I'm like,
a big dude too.
He's a giant, first of all. And I go, yeah, I'm pissed the Redwoods traded you. He just looks at me and goes, and
hit you with that Kanye shirt.
At the end of it, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like, come on, son. Like, damn, I know he's happy he's off that team though. I know
right now, for sure.
That swim dodge and the goal he had was filthy.
Crazy.
Swim dodge is his thing though. He's too big for him not to swim dodge half the time.
But you see what I'm talking about, though, right? Because he could have done that with the Woods. Like that's baby Dave Smith.
But
man.
No, he couldn't have though because we never dressed them for the Woods. So it's like, can he have? In theory, maybe, but not.
Yes, in theory, yeah.
You know, in this game though, the first bucket by Chris Lanian, dude, he was like Steph Curry range. Like he was at least 3 yards in the 2-point arc, and it was just a freaking rocket. Top side. Like it's just damn, that is gas. And the Cannons officially broke the record of most 2-pointers in a season with that take.
That's pretty cool.
That's impressive. I wonder if you're gonna see more teams like, you know, the Whip Snakes, the inaugural year was all about hitting singles, but you start to see teams now use the 2-point line to their advantage. I wonder if teams now are really going to start to utilize the 2-point line, knowing that it's an efficient shot.
Yeah, shouts out Joe Keegs. He posted something about the fact that this year we are at like the highest percentage of 2-pointers shot and hit out of all the years that we've, you know, I think is the last, I want to say like 7 or 8 years, which is like pretty crazy. It's just that the range is getting so much better. You know, guys are just shooting faster. They're picking their spots more. Like 2-pointers, man, they matter. That changes the whole game. 5 goals is a 3-point, 3-shot lead. Honestly, it's a 3-shot lead. You can change the whole course of the game within, you know, 30 seconds, basically, like, which is crazy to think about. Like, you could just get, you know, 2-pointer, 1-pointer off the face-off, another 2-pointer, and all of a sudden you're tied up. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. I mean,
Crazy.
I love the 2-point line, right? It's one of those things where I think it makes the game a lot more exciting. And even with the first 2 games of the weekend being blowouts, you're kind of like, yo, split that in half and just hit that many 2-pointers. It's like changes the whole dynamic of the game a little bit when you think of it.
For sure.
Um, I love the 2-point line. I think it's really good for the game. I actually, during the PLO juniors, I asked a lot of parents and kids, I was like, do you think youth lacrosse should add a 2-point line?
Mhm.
Now, this,
Nah.
now, listen, the reason why I asked the question is because I knew it's not a simple yes or no question, right? I think the 2-point line should be you could add it into like high school lacrosse, but I don't think fourth and fifth graders should ever have a 2-point line. I think after a certain skill level, then you start to add in that 2-point line because like in basketball, the 3-point line was in the NBA first, then it trickled down, right? And history is going to repeat itself, what I think, and it's going to start at the pro, move down to college, maybe get a 2-point line in college if the stubborn NCAA like figures it out one day, and then trickle down to the next level. But I don't think it needs to go any lower than high school. I don't think it's
No.
simple
Yeah.
yes or no. But
I mean, it's the same thing as can be said with the shot clock, right? Like shot clock is trickled down to high school now. And still not all high schools use a shot clock, but pros, college, now high schools using the shot clock. 3-point line would be, or the 2-point line would be solid for high school too. But it would be funny because, you've ever been, I don't know if you guys are like ever gone, hooped, but you ever see somebody with a broke jumper and they're standing at the 3-point line? What do? You just sit there, you stand by, you go,
Yep. Shoot it.
go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. I know
Yeah,
you're not gonna hit this.
I thought that same thing, Shay, because there was like, and Scotty,
Because I could,
Scotty, too,
boy.
as a phys ed teacher, like you, right? It's like when you have your when I was moonlighting as a teacher and I was in the physical education department, like you already know what it is. Like you're the kids that they can't dribble, they can't hit a layup, they can't hit a free throw, but all of them standing at the 3-point line. Like, bro, so like that's
You
just what I
can't do none of
imagine.
that, bro.
Because
I'd be because I play. We play defense in college, bro. Me personally, I'm disrespectful, bro. I'll stand in the crease and say,
dude,
Yeah,
shoot.
that's crazy.
Shoot, if I know for a fact you topping out at 80 miles an hour, I'm gonna let you take that, bro.
See?
I'm gonna let you take that. Go ahead. Easy saves for my goalie. I don't care. Go for it. I'll let you shoot it.
My point total would have been a lot different if there was a 2-point line.
For sure. I mean, as grown, yeah. You as a grown man, I believe that. A 15-year-old,
Bro, no.
15-year-old, I'm letting him shoot that.
But you guys also have to understand though, a 2-point line wouldn't be advantageous to every single player. Like that
Of course
one
not.
player on your team that has that rocket will be the difference maker. Like
For sure.
But all of them are going to do that, though. That's not one play.
That's the thing. They
Hey,
will all
man,
shoot that.
if I'm coaching a team, when I coach high school lacrosse, like I know who my shooters are. I'm gonna be like, you and you could shoot from that arc. If any of you guys shoot from that arc, you're out. You're not playing.
And I'm gonna tell you something. As a coach, that still doesn't stop people from trying to shoot that ball, no matter what. They still look at you in your face because, like, I've coached boys lacrosse, I've coached girls lacrosse. Boys are delusional in their level of skill. They have no concept of how good or how bad they are. And they will shoot that no matter what. No matter what. Coach, that's a good shot. I was wide open. You shoot 65. You not that ain't going on nobody. I'll put an elevate goalie in there. I'll put Jack Kelly in there. I'm just kidding. You ain't saying that. There's no way. There's no
way. Jack Kelly catching strays, bro.
Bro.
He says you should have
12.5%.
changed up.
That's crazy.
You should have changed up.
So
That's crazy.
Let's do this now. I have a couple questions for us. So who is right now the worst team in the league?
I don't think it's a. Oh, actually, I was about to say something, but now I think about it, I think it's got to be the Water Dogs. I
Okay,
think it has to be.
that's solid. That's solid. I mean, there's only one team who's guaranteed not to be in the playoffs right now. And if you're looking at it from a bottom line point of view, I think that's a solid take. What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I would say the Water Dogs as well right now.
Damn, I thought one of you guys were gonna say the Redwoods. I did think because if you look at the rankings and you look at like their record, one team has one, the Water Dogs have one win, but the Redwoods have two wins. But then you look at their score differential, the Redwoods are at like a negative 36 score differential. And then the Water Dogs are like at -7 or 8 or whatever. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, the Woods are -32. The Water Dogs are -12.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my God. Like that's a big difference, bro.
Yeah, but you see the problem. See, my thing is part of the reason why the Woods aren't good is because they don't have the goaltending has been horrible. The offense is stagnant, I agree, but the goaltending has been horrible. Whereas like the goaltending for the Dogs is not horrible. It's just not necessarily like as good as it can be. And I think for the Dogs, like it is I think it's a whole as a whole things are awful. Like even if I'm looking at this uh Outlaws game, the Redwoods are still shooting. Like they're still scoring on a goalie who went, if I'm not mistaken, 76%. They were still scoring. But the Whip Snakes go 76% and they don't score at all in two quarters.
Mhm.
So it's kind of one of those like, if you can't even get a bucket, if you like Scotty, I think you as a person, regardless of what offense we're running, let's say we're playing against a team, you as a person, I'm going to ask you this question. We have an offense. We have a plan. We have a system. We have everything, right? We are not getting a bucket. You following that offense, or you doing whatever you can to get that bucket.
Doing whatever I can.
And if you do, and when you do whatever you can to get that bucket, what do you think the odds are you getting that bucket?
15%, 20%.
15? Yeah. You're being
I'm honest.
nice.
I'm
You're being
honest.
honest. Me though, with this level of seriousness to the game, to the fact that we are about to have an embarrassing deficit. I don't care how. I'm getting some shots off. I'm getting a bucket. And ultimately, outside of what you expect from from your offensive unit to be able to, follow through with your plan and whatnot, at the end of it all, you need guys to get a bucket. You just need a bucket. And you can't get a bucket in two quarters? Nah, bro. That solidified it for me.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But you said the Water Dogs are the worst team in the league, though. So
Yeah.
that's who you're going. That's who you're going with, the Water Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Water Dogs too, because I can't say anything negative about my Red.
That's right.
Now let's get on to our questions. Okay.
Love it.
One of the questions goes from Curry Cantabine. If you don't know who the Cantabines are, let me tell you who the Cantabines are. The Cantabines, the dad, right?
Paul
Cantabine was one of the best face-off guys ever
He
in
was
professional lacrosse history. And
shout out Stevenson.
yeah, and he is currently the Stevenson head coach, and his son is actually my boy. I used to work a lot of tournaments with them, with Curry Cantabine. So he asked this question. He goes, what was the best college team ever? So besides the Final Four Scarlet Knights. Who was it?
Ooh,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I know. I gotta look at the roster so I can name the players.
I know who it was. I know who it was. And I don't think any of you guys are gonna say this year's Notre Dame.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, but I am gonna say a team that was noted to be similar to this year's Notre Dame,
Maryland?
the 22 Maryland Terps. As much as I like 18-0, 18-0, and it's not like every single game was a dog walk. Neither they scrapped, and for a good amount of those games, and they still came out. 18-0 in Division One. First of all, in Division One in the Big Ten, to go up against all of these major teams. Shouts out Cornell one time for that. That it was just incredible. They had all of the right pieces. The thing that sticks out to me though of that team is Bubba Fairman was an all-American offensive midfielder. And to go 18-0 and win a national championship, he's playing D-mid all year long. All year long. I use that story when I talk to players all the time about what it means to play your role, what it means to do what needs to be done to win, right? A lot of guys want their stats. Well, are you willing to do what it takes to win? And Bubba Fairman did what he could to win, man. That is a crazy sacrifice. And now you're etched in the history books. Perfect season. So I don't know, man.
Solid.
That one's up. That's a good one.
Brian, I feel like you and I might agree on this one.
Okay.
So
I'll let you say who it is.
I'm gonna go with that 1990 Syracuse team. That's who you're gonna rock with?
Yep. Either 89 or 90 is one of those because they have Paul and Gary Gate and a discussion.
Yeah, and nobody was touched.
Paul and Gary Gate, we're done.
Nobody.
And the code you can look and you can watch. So I understand Shane's point. I know people are going to be in the comments like you have to be undefeated. Nah, I don't care.
Well, they were. Weren't they?
Yeah,
If you do the 90, I did the 90, yeah, because 89 or yeah, because I was thinking since Scotty said 90, I was gonna say 89 because that national championship when it's the Gates, Petro, Quick Kesnick, they just had the dudes, but it's just like it's that Syracuse offense. Just go down the list of all the All-Americans, all the Hall of Famers.
Hey, that's a good pick though, honestly, because look at these scores: 14-9, 26-9, 18-10, 26-8, 29, 23-9, 22-10, 22-8, 15-12 versus Penn. That's the closest anybody ever got. 23-9, 20-12, 21-10, 21-9. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, that's why I always say that because people usually be like, "What are you comparing eras and stuff?" And I forgot who I was having a conversation with, and they're like, "Well, the 90 Syracuse team, 89 Syracuse team couldn't play today." Shane just answered my question. Really? You want to give the Gates this stick technology with the way they played in the 90s when Paul's giving 30-yard behind the back passes on a dime? Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Those behind the back. I remember
they do this with tennis rackets, man. Come on, with tennis rackets and boxing gloves. Like, come on, man.
You gotta watch. Have you ever seen that Lost Trophy documentary?
Yep,
it was a good one. Shane, if you haven't peeped, you gotta peep.
Yeah, I'll peep it. That's crazy.
Oh no, yeah, it's foolishness because they don't count it. I think
the player got like awards or like some benefit or something.
No, it was Paul Gates' wife. I think Coach Simmons' wife. I think co-signed a car for her.
For him?
No, for Paul Gates' his wife. So he had nothing to do with it. It was it's just basically it's like So it was like it's like a weird thing that had nothing to do with lacrosse, where it's just kind of just doing somebody a solid. Where it's just like okay, family friend. And yeah, so then they had to vacate the title, but in Syracuse, it's the 1990
But they don't have
championship.
the trophy. Then nobody found the trophy. I love that. I
You
love
gotta watch it, Shane. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll check it out.
All right. And then the last question was, I believe this is another one from Matt Shaler. He goes,
Maddie.
if you could bring back an MLL team to add as the next PLL team, which one are you adding? And I was thinking about this the other day because I was just looking at some comments on Instagram because that's the mud. And somebody commented on like one of the PLL's posts and said, are we gonna give the Water Dogs the Chrome treatment? And I was like, dang, yo, you turned the Chrome into a verb? Like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
What, to
Imagine
make them the barrage?
Yeah, imagine if they became the barrage, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But if you had to bring back one PLL team, or if you had to bring back one MLL team, what team would it be?
I know I have.
I know who you're gonna say too, Brian.
No. I think nah, it's not gonna be who you think.
All right, Brian. You could go ahead and start this one off then, big dog.
So I know you thought I was gonna say the New York Lizards. I'm not, or the Rochester Rattlers. I'm actually gonna say the Ohio Machine because the PLL needs that. They need that footprint in the Midwest, and because the Midwest was hurt when they didn't get a team.
Yep.
Just, they need that. Yeah, that what do they call it, the mitten. They need to figure that they got to get a team and a presence there. So I would say Ohio Machine.
Okay, that's a good pick. Ohio Machine. I feel like that's also one of the more historic MLL teams also. That Ohio Machine team with that they had Chad Woodson on that team for a second too.
Yeah, it was a Chaz, and then K Teen Schreiber, and went to Colgate. Yes, Peter Baum. Yeah, sorry, Peter Baum. You're one of my favorite players. I just blanked on his name.
I have a signed.
And Tom Schreiber was the one that didn't. Tom Schreiber was the one that didn't win a tour time on that midfield line. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah, that is nuts.
Sam Bradman was played for the Machine. Yeah, that was.
I have a Sam Bradman Charlotte Hounds jersey. Wait, is it
really
Sam Bradman? Yeah, Charlotte Hounds. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
And how'd you end up getting that ball, Shane? Were you in it?
I don't remember. Somebody, somebody gave me a sign, and it was like it was. I think it was from him when he was at Colgate. Somebody gave me a signed Peter Baum Colgate ball. I was like, dude, this is sick. I've kept it in the room of my mom's house for the longest time.
Damn. All right.
As a vibe.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Who would you bring around, Shane?
If I had the Rabel's ear and they were going to listen to me, I would tell them that they need to bring a team back to the greatest state in the entire country, and that's Texas, with the Dallas Rattlers.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I barely knew that was a team, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, because you don't know anything. You don't know anything.
Here you go, dude. Here you go.
The Dallas Rattlers, man.
That's
won a championship, okay? League title, 2008. Division title, 2004, 2008. Played at the Star.
They were the Rochester Rattlers in 2004, 2008.
Yeah, whatever. They're the Dallas Rattlers now.
Bro. He's over here yapping. That's all he does.
They're the Dallas Rattlers. Don't worry about it. Owned by the founder of New Balance. That's what we like. Shouts out to New Balance. Huge fan of your shoes.
New Balance.
Not sponsored.
It's the New Balance facility is right next to the MLL facility, or old MLL facility in Boston.
Really?
Yeah, they're literally right next to each other. So that's probably how he got connected with this.
Oh, New Balance is based in Boston. Oh, I didn't know
that. Yeah, I believe so. Hopefully, I'm not lying.
I associate New Balance is with the DMV, so I don't know why I thought it was in the DMV.
Yeah. Well, that's a solid pick. Dallas Rattlers. I think I want to go three ways with this, right? One is like, clearly I'm like, okay, let's go New Jersey pride, because I love New Jersey. But then I'm like, we already have a New York team. If we're going to talk about it for the benefit of the PLL, let's do that. So I'm going to go. So now it's between the Florida Launch or the Atlanta Blaze.
Oh, good choices.
I was going to say Florida Launch if it wasn't the Texas one. That's a good one.
And I think I'm going to have to go with the Florida Launch. I like Florida, and I like the whole beachy lacrosse vibe. Like what a great venue if you're in Florida just playing some ball. Like there's no better place to probably play ball.
It's a great spot.
That's a go.
So that's who I would go with. I go with the Florida Launch. All right. Nice. So let's do this. Shane did a good job with this one. Shane was like, look at this. Who would you take on an 8-hour road trip? Okay, so who would you have on an 8-hour road trip? We each get to pick 2 PLL players, and then we ourselves are going to be in the car too. So, Shane, since you were the one that brought this to my attention, I'll let you be the first one to make a pick because I have no clue who I'm going to pick. So, Brian, I'll let you go next so I can gather up my thoughts. Go ahead.
Shane's gonna steal mine.
I don't think so. All right. Now, this person is an absolute dog, but I have a couple of the guys in Virginia talk about him like he is the nicest, most calming person of all time, but we know him as a dog, okay? And that person, Zed Williams.
Oh, that is
8
good.
hours with Zed Williams. I feel like I'm just I'm gonna be real centered with myself. And I'm going to learn a lot about myself. No, we'll chop it up.
Have you ever
I got
met
the
him
gift for
before?
Gab. Nope, doesn't matter.
I have. He's a super soft-spoken, nice guy to talk to. But yeah,
8 hours we will open up. 8 hours we'll get to know each other.
All right,
we'll get to know each other.
Brian, who are you picking? I know who I have now.
Okay, we might be having the same person. So again, 8 hours in the car, right? You have to have somebody that's either got to do the Zen thing, where they kind of talk, be Zen, or you got to have somebody that's gonna make you laugh. So I'm going whichever Baptiste.
Nice pick.
Yeah,
all right,
that's a good pick.
That's a solid pick. I feel like Trevor's been picked in a lot of these. Shane,
yeah, oh dude,
Zed, Brian picked Trevor Baptiste. All right. So this is who your boy Scotty Royster is about to say. Let me tell y'all. All right. Now, some PLL players I really hit it off with. Like some people I'm like, yeah, this is my boy. Like even if we had nothing to do with lacrosse, this is my boy. And a guy who I'm like that with is Nakai Montgomery.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah? Did you? You think you know me, bro? Sit down.
Yeah, I do, because you texted him last episode.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So, of course. I knew you were going to say that.
All right.
Man.
All right. And all right, go ahead. You go ahead now, Shane.
I think, okay. So does it have to be? Oh shoot! Does it have to be a? Does it have to be a player?
A current player.
Or can it be? It can't be a coach.
No.
All right.
What coach would he have picked?
Andy Towers.
Oh my God, dude. That is such a weird dynamic between you three.
Andy, you keep it going, man. I feel like he's got a lot to say he's got a lot of opinions. I feel like he's gonna bring the life out of everything.
Brian, do you think I should let him go with just a coach or
No. It's okay. I got a player.
Go.
I got a player. So next on that list, I think I got to go with Jack Rowlett.
Oh, not a bad pick.
Yeah, Jack Rowlett. That's a nice little combination because I probably won't stop talking. Zed probably would get out the car and walk if I won't stop talking, and Jack would probably bring him back in somehow. So it'll be a nice fun dynamic. We'll be okay.
Okay. All right. Brian,
Yeah.
who are you picking?
I'm trying to think. See, I want to go a little bit off the wall. So Canadian lacrosse players fascinate me because I feel like they give me the most random stories. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with the goalie for the Utah Archie, Brett Dobson,
He's solid. He's solid. I like
because I
Brett.
feel like he's low key hilarious. So him, Trevor, like they just be a fun car ride.
I like him. Yeah, yeah. I was chatting with him this weekend too. Yo, he's dope. It's funny hearing the Canadian accent.
Best goalie in the world. Got to go with him.
All right. Last one for me is gonna be. I just had it and I completely lost it. Oh, Mike Sisselberger.
Oof.
My
Yeah.
car's gonna be a blast, yo. I don't know what you're talking about. My car is about to be great music, great energy, great vibes the whole time.
Yeah,
I feel like yeah,
Just
yeah, that's a good one.
eating beef sticks and pistachios back there.
Yeah, yeah. Whole car
Absolutely.
smell crazy.
Yeah, Shane and Andy Towers, y'all can't have no compact car. Y'all gotta have.
Oh yeah,
Nah. We get an SUV for sure.
absolutely. That car leaning over to one side.
For sure.
Oh
Whole
my God.
both tires damn near about to pop.
You might be the
100%.
lightest one in that car, Shane. What are you now, like 280?
Yeah, 275.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Hey, man. Hey, man, come
Yo,
see me, man.
what
Mr.
the
Brickwall,
hell?
what's up?
Bro, I would hate to be the person that lives under you, bro. Like I can just imagine those footsteps in that house, bro.
I'm light on my feet, man. Don't worry about me.
Said
I'm light on
who?
my feet. Yeah, you
That's like
find
a
out.
that's like a
You find out.
magnitude 7.
Hey, man. I got roots. For feet, man. I'll tell you right. I'm just nice and light. Nice and light
What are
until I
you?
gotta stomp.
6'3"?
Yeah.
Damn. What are you, Brian? How tall are you?
6 feet.
Okay. All right. We got some
Yeah,
good boys
I
here.
wish Mikey was on this call. We can make fun of him.
Like
Yeah.
he'd be like, I'm 5'8".
Mikey,
Mikey's gonna listen to this podcast and go, "Why am I catching strays? I'm not even on this thing right now."
Shane, it might actually weigh twice the amount of Mikey.
I probably do. I feel like Mikey probably weighs like one. Actually, he probably weighs like 175. I'm probably
No
100 pounds
way.
more.
I'm not putting 175 on Mikey.
You think Mikey's like what 150?
Yeah,
No
yo.
way.
Yeah,
No
bro.
way.
I'm telling
No,
you,
he's
bro.
not 150. He's
I'm
not
telling you,
150.
bro. Bro, I seen him before, bro.
So have I. He is not 150.
Bro,
He is not 150.
bro.
I'll give you 165. I'll give you
All
165.
right, we're setting the line at 160.
Okay,
160.
all right. I'm gonna text him right now. We're gonna put it in the chat too.
Do
What?
it right now because I think he's
Yeah.
under 160, bro. I promise you, I think he's under 160. I'll be
He about to
surprised.
start doing some push-ups. Like,
Yo. Can you call him? Can you call him?
Yeah. I'll go.
I just want to see. What are you saying? Are you going under, over, Brian?
I'm going under. I'm just laughing because the notification just popped up. Like, Shane just asked Mikey, like, how much you weigh, bro?
I don't know. He's light skinned. He don't really pick up.
No. You better end the call. I'm not already knowing.
Watch him not answer.
He's not gonna answer. He's like, why is Shane calling me?
He's like, see, I know it. I know how he is, dog. He's so like
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
I would have picked up the
I'm gonna
phone
get
for you guys, but I mean, we're built different. But
That's right.
But speaking of not picking up the phone, it's time to end this call. All right. So
Oh, man.
so hey, shout out.
Oh, he's calling me back.
No way. Go.
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
What did he say?
You like, no, y'all not talking trash. We not talking trash. We gotta figure this out, man. We gotta figure this out. All right.
I'm
How
saying
much
under.
do you weigh?
About 160.
160.
Oh my
160.
God, it pushed.
All right. I knew it.
Oh
Okay.
God.
All right. You're gonna hear
Oh
this.
my
You're gonna hear the
God.
rest of this podcast. You're gonna go, why am I in this? It's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. But we had to figure this out. Oh my God.
All right. I can't believe it
Basically.
pushed, bro. It pushed.
All right, bro. We gonna finish this pod. Let me call you later.
All
All
right.
right, peace.
I'm gonna send us off with this one. Here we go. All right. Another episode of Stick Talk in the bag. Make sure you guys listen to us on Spotify and follow us on Spotify. Give us some love. I'm trying to see who's actually listening
Yeah.
to us. All right. So give the boys some love and make sure to interact with us on Twitter and Instagram and follow us on Instagram at StickTalk Lax. All right. It's your boys signing off from Stick Talk. We'll catch you next week. Peace out.
Later.